I'm the enlightened guy with no money. So, Jeffrey, I was wondering if you could help me out. Because I got wisdom, but when you ain't got no money and you don't have a good appearance, nice shaven, you know, books, college degree, no one wants to pay attention to you. I was just kind of curious if you can start saying the words GMO tap water, because that's what it is. Hydrological water cycle, our food goes down the toilet, it's in there. And if you want the numbers on how long it stays, like in the ground, ocean, air, in the sky, 9 days. But anyways, what I would like you to do, if you can, say that. And then also do this, it's called electrolysis? No, electrolyte test. I'll put a clip on the link to the video, but he puts the electrodes into the water, one in tap water and one in distilled water. When he turns it on, within seconds, it turns green, dark green. Now, the whole thing on the GMO, on eating non-GMO food, seems like a good idea, looks like a good idea, and it could be, but there's missing some elements. So now you're taking all that non-GMO good food in, good wholesome food, but then you're going to drink it down with tap water. See the point here? 116,000 man-made chemicals unknown, 51 known by the, I'll have to look it up. It's Department of whatever. They know 51 of them and they don't regulate them. But that is now GMO water. It is, hands down. And then the next one here is start doing ones on body voltage. The reason why is I caught this on one of your lectures here about the cows getting better. Now, there's a difference, a huge difference. And I have a video to prove this, and you can do it too. You buy a body voltage meter. And this, I don't know how this is not child abuse, but when you do a body voltage meter on a second story, it's 15 volts. Now, when you add volts to a body, you look at Dr. Herta Clark's work. She was killing off parasites, and she even stated that if you could make this thing big enough, you could make it into a weapon. She said that you could even tailor in on the frequency of each one of those parasites. You have the money to do it. Sorry about the finger. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about the kids. I'm like, can't believe we've been giving tap water for babies to grow in. That's ridiculous. It don't need to be. 116,000 chemicals plus 51. All that, or distilled water. Sorry, or distilled water. Well, anyways, I want to show you this. I know you're like, oh, it's the crazy guy. No, just humble. But I mean, check this out. I mean, this makes sense because cows are grounded and we're not as often as they are.
Goes down in the animals. It's a dramatic, and sometimes within 2 or 3 days, a dramatic result with these animals that switch out GMOs from their diet. And I hear this from both the farmers and the veterinarians and even pet owners. Now, if you look at the same disorders and diseases, then
Veterinarian owners, I didn't catch that one before, but that's another one that's grounded too. I want to see if I can find this real quick. I'm hoping I can. I'm so busy with stuff. I want to get more film out, but I'd rather do a free food forest. That's my whole agenda, is to do a free food forest, Wi-Fi free, 60 hertz free. Like when I say Wi-Fi, I mean like no, like not like, hey, my stuff works. Like no Wi-Fi there, completely blocked. Um, Wilhelm Wilhelm Wright, he did a lot of work with Oregon Energy. He even did it with fruits and vegetables. He did it with rats too on curing tumor growths. Yeah, I'm not seeing to find it. I named it roll back to something. There we go. What are we sitting here? 4 minutes? You can bear with me, can't you? Oh, I found it. I'm glad you bared with me. This is what I'm talking about.
Connect yourself in your office is through earthing mats. So by we're actually getting
So check this out. This is what I want to get the GMO food on as well, because this has got to have an effect. There's no way it doesn't.
Modern environment. Bedroom is they had a PowerPoint right here next to their head on either side of the bed, behind in the wall.
Yeah, get it out, guys. Get it out. Come on.
Right to where
Yes.
I've got my multi.
So all you got to do is get one of those multimeters, plug it in.
And I'm going to see what my voltage is just standing on the floor.
Check that out.
It's a massive 15 volts. This is the highest reading that I've had outside in
15 volts. Okay, not to scare you, but this thought I had is that the reason why babies cry? It's because they got 15 volts running through them? That's the reason why I make these videos. I'm sorry if I act all crazy and stuff, but it's just, how is that not child abuse? Now, I don't know if I could find it right away, because I don't want to make this long, because people don't have that. They can't handle this. And I know why people can't handle this. You need to start bringing up wheat, too. Bring up wheat. Wheat, man, that stuff will make you hallucinate. It will. It's not for everybody. You have wheat belly. Um, that's part of history, too.
I'm an unfamiliar.
I just got to show you the power wire, too, because this is throughout the day that we're getting blasted with this. This is just right underneath the street.
The difference between wearing rubber sole shoes, which nearly all of us do, and being barefoot on the earth. Now, I've got some concrete here too. Let's do an experiment with that. I'm going to stand on concrete. It goes up to 0.02, so I'm still being earthed quite a bit. That's where I was almost at 1 volt in my rubber sole shoes, but on concrete I'm being earthed quite. Now we've demonstrated.
I don't think he showed it
goes
on,
up to 0.0
on where he's got his shoes on.
Back down to the voltage in my body simply by standing here. Now, just to show you an example of being earthed, I've got my rubber sole.
No, I don't want you earth. I want you under.
In a moment. So I've got my multimeter. I'm going to hold the end of it, and I'm at like 0.6.
That's
so
nuts.
My body has now got, instead of being 0.006, we're at 0.6. So I've got that's a lot more electricity coming into my body simply by standing under these power lines.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it, and I want to at least see if I can find the one with Dr. Herta Clark in it. Alright, give me a little bit. Okay, I'm still looking for the one on water, but I found this one for you guys. This is the one on wheat.
It became clear there were several psychiatric groups here in the UK who made this observation. If they take their patients, this was years ago, so 40 plus years ago, when right now if you go to the hospital, you have a nice private room or semi-private room, right? Do you remember the days where there were 40 patients with you in the same room? The big hospital wards? Well, back in those days, the psychiatric hospitals had closed large wards, so their patients could not come and go as they pleased, and everything was controlled. Their medications were controlled, their diet was controlled. Well, several psychiatric groups back then made this observation. If they took all the wheat out of the diet of their schizophrenic patients, they got a bunch better. They weren't cured, but their paranoia, their hallucinations improved dramatically.
Okay, there's a lot more on that, but this is getting long, but I'm going to find the other one in water, because that's huge. I'm sorry. GMO tap water. Now, this isn't bad for a 10-minute film. This is what I'm trying to get at. Now, how is this not child abuse? In the wording, not saying it to you. Come on now. You're being controlled. Why would I yell at you? Just trying to shed some light on this. So, because I'm amazed I didn't get any response. Okay, so companies like your beer, where you get your pancake from, like your local restaurant, all these businesses use this water. Feel me? Now you have this device, which is a microwave device, by your body all the time. Plus, we just seen the power lines and everything else, all zapping away at you, right? Feel me? Good. Now we're not going to get scared, and we're not going to get freaked out. And if you do, go to my YouTube channel. There's a thing there called Kids Right to Know Peace. Go check it out. It'll teach you how to meditate. If this is something we can see, we can look at, and we can say, do we need that? No, we do not need to give 116,000 man-made chemicals, plus 51 known, plus whatever else is unknown. And the fact that you can do this to it doesn't need to go to a child. School shootings and Wi-Fi, so would like to look into that. So would like to find out. But anyways, on with film. Sorry I'm so dramatic. I'm just amazed that the mentality of how they've manipulated so many people, including myself. Not anymore though. Look at that. Look at that.
The process of electrolysis. On the right, you can see a glass full of distilled water, and on the left, you can see the regular unfiltered tap water. So let's get it started.
In your soda, in your coffee, in your pancake, in your kid's birthday cake that you buy from the store, your soups, your salads, your salad dressing. What do you think they wash that lettuce in? This is not to scare you. Just to open your eyes and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sue you. Or something. Unless I miss something in the writings for child abuse and child neglect, kids, look at this. Get a lawyer. Start suing them. How is they gonna justify this in a court of law? Well, it's cheaper. Well, that's me for now. Love me, hate me, I don't care. Well, I care, but I just don't care about that. It's just the kids, man. Can't believe that. Oh well, what can you do? Make more films. Or better yet, free food forest for all. Man, doesn't a garden sound good? I mean, look at the one that's actually managing it. Ain't gonna cut no corners with the guy who's running that show. Got the Father Sky, the Mother Earth, no one trying to steal anything. Oh, so wonderful. But, you know, you work and you get what you pay for, I guess. Or you don't. Or whatever. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be mean.
Has turned into a green and brownish glue.
Please, I don't have the money to do that, but get that device and do that demonstration. Every time you say GMO, you say GMO tap water as well. Hydrological water cycle. 9 days in the sky.
So
can't tell me no difference, because I know where everybody pees and shits.
Okay. So basically that's what I just wanted to show.
And throws up and everything else. Not to mention your car washes, your laundry mats. I could go on forever.
Thank you for
Just
watching. And take care.
No one's saying anything. Well, I don't know. Do I end it with something happy? I guess I could. I don't know if I have anything happy available on hand for you guys. Well, I don't got nothing happy for you. Maybe a picture? There you go. That's all I got.